Good day, everyone. I am Roberto Duran Sagon, the first reporter of our group, and we are assigned to report the sports management. In this topic, we will be discussing the what is sport, what is sports management, the principles of sports management, the importance of sports management, and we will also discussing some tips on how to manage a certain organization or a certain sports. Allow me also to introduce to you my co-group mates in this topic. We have me, myself, Sagon Roberto, Salindo Orsil, Sanggila Nadia, Tataan Junaira, Tauday Wardaneza, Tuazon Lavnil, Yungko Mihaina, and Manlangit K. We are encouraging everyone to please listen and watch carefully this video and list down or take down notes, the important key points in order for you to deeply and fully understand what is the importance or what is the relevance of sports management. Okay, let's begin. Let us all define first what is sport. Sport is very important in our life, of course. It is popular among young and old people. Sport helps people to keep in good health. There are some popular kinds of sports in our country like football, volleyball, hockey, gymnastics, skiing, skating, or there are also other like track and field, and etc. Everybody may choose the sport he or she is interested in. Another definition of sports is it is all forms of physical activity which through casual or organized participation aim at expressing or improving physical fitness and mental well-being. Silbi, sports, it helps person to feel comfortable and relaxed, to feel happy, and also to become fit, physically fit and healthy, because through sports it helps people also to be avoided on vices like drugs or drinking alcoholic drinks. Like if there is a research, like as I remember our research before, like the advantages and disadvantages of drinking alcoholic drinks among youth, ang recommendation dyan is that encourage young people, encourage the youth to participate sport in order for them also to be avoided and also makafind sila of happiness and also friendship, build friendship, relationship, cooperation, and leadership. Sports management define the study and practice of all people, activities, businesses, or organizations involved in producing, facilitating, promoting, or organizing any sport-related business or product. It means that in a certain organization or in a certain sports, di ba, especially kung di ba sa varsity naman dyan ay organization naman, kay there is a need also to manage in order for you or in order for all of you to achieve your aims like mudaog jud mo, kay there is also some factors that need to be considered in order for you nga ma-achieve na ninyo nga goal. Like sa sports management, it is important nga ang leadership is strong, and then there is a good environment or a good atmosphere between the leader or the head and also the members or the players. And also there are factors nga need i-consider like the money or the time, kay in order for you nga mag-practice, and also sa money like sa inyong panggamiton, sa inyong panggastuan. That's why in physical education in our PE4 we are we are taught on how to manage sports organization in order also for you, in order also for us to be reminded, to be aware on how to manage organization like sports, how to manage sports organization in order nga it grows, it progress, and it be developed, and also there will be no like mga away, mga chaos, mga fight nga mahitabo between the players and the heads. So sports management is indeed important in order for you all to achieve your desire in your sports organization, in order for you all to feel comfortable nga modula mo participate, and more than of that is that gain friends, gain interaction, gain friendship, camaraderie, and also relationship more than of winning. That's why I encourage you all nga in participating sports. Yeah, naman dito itong una nga we need to win. Kailangan dito ang mudaog, but also if we can't, then let us always be reminded that more than of winning is gaining friends, building relationship, cooperation, and also trust nga itong makuha anak niya nga game, and ma-apply po na siya sa sports management in order for you nga ma-successful ang inyong sports organization. And that's all for my part, and I am passing the virtual presentation to my co-reporter, to the next reporter, which is Wardaneza Tauday. That's all. Thank you, and please be safe always.
Hello everyone and good day. I am Wardanessa Hakiza S. Tauday from Group 6, and for today's video I'm going to discuss about the principles of sports management. Principles of sports management. In essence, sports management is the applications of management processes to the sports environment. Before we start discussing the principles of sports management, let me have a short recap about the sports management. Sports management is directly focused on sport and recreate, and who have a desire to work on the business side of the sports industry. This involves the athletic coach, athletic director, athletic development specialist, and many more. Sports management focuses on the academic disciplines that teach and train individuals. We have these principles of sports management, which represents the belief of management. When we say principles, it is based on the belief of what they think is right and helpful to the management. It includes organizations, leadership, unity, control, and planning. Before you become a part of sports management, you need to follow and know the principles and have a better experience in sports and interest. Now, before we proceed to the next slide, let me give you a few principles that are part of the principles of sports management. The first one is authority and responsibilities, defined as a person who is required to work in any institution. A person who is responsible and can do their work properly and have authority to do so. Second is division work, defined as a work that divided in different employees. Third, disciplinary of a worker and employee. Fourth, unity of command, knows the instructions are to be followed by whom a higher position and not employee. Lastly is unity of direction, who is organized and synchronized of the work. Now, let's discuss about the sports management that have 10 top tips of great sports management. So, for the next slide, let's discuss about the tip 1. Tip 1, respect. respect the past. Supporting organizations are like tribes. They have traditions and unique culture which are important to fans, sponsors, and the community. Respect defined as a deep admiration of something, consideration of each human being intrinsic value. Showing a respect is a sign that you have accepted and understand the differences, mostly in tradition and culture of a person or in company, and many more. Respect doesn't just base of culture and tradition, but also the differences of sports that are mostly played by players. Sports is aimed to motivate and be professional to your sports. Sports teaches us sportsmanship and to accept our peers. You can respect and love the sports that everyone plays even though you play a different sports. Respect earned based of your action. Now, let's proceed to the next slide.
So, hello and good day everyone. I am Nadia B. Sangila and I am the next reporter. So, the sport management tip 2 is manage. Manage the present, the current needs and challenges of the organization. Adapt best practice management techniques and strategies in all aspects of the business. Be great at problem solving, crisis management, and media management. So, here, as a sport manager, you must be prepared and you know or can figure out what are the necessary needs of organization. So, the sport management tip 3 is lead. Lead the future, be first, take risks, be unique, be different, be yourself, back yourself, and the future of the organization is your responsibility. So, as a leader in sports, you are the one who motivate and boosts the morally and confidence of your team. You are the future direction of the organization. And as a leader, you have to be honest, inspiring, intelligent, and stands for what you believe. So that's all, and the next tip will be reported by the next reporter.
Good day everyone, I'm Kayman Langit and my task is to report sports management tip number 4, succession. So let us define first what is succession. It refers to a strategy planning to ensure that everything will run smoothly or to pass the role to one another without any interruption. Succession planning is critical. It's not about winning, it's about creating a sustainably successful competitive environment. Succession planning is an important part of the talent management process. It provides a way to identify key roles, people with the right skills, and position that may need filling in a short space of time. It also provides a way to cut the cost of recruitment, enabling organizations to manage recruitment in-house. In sports management, dapat flexible at akma talaga sa skills na mag-handle yung gagawin nilang task o kung ano man ang yung role nila sa management. Plan for success through smart succession, planning with players, coaches, management, and staff. Example of succession planning is we have case 2 succession planning. Number 1 is start with a strategy. Of course, you should begin with goals, values, and need. The second one is focus. Include talent at every level in your succession planning. Dapat mag-focus kung ano yung goals ninyo sa management. The third one is develop. Successful execution depends largely on having a rich talent people to draw from. Mentoring and communication are few areas you should concentrate on. And the last one is consider all the factors. As to determine who will be charged of the process, what timeline is. The goal is to weigh your succession planning from every angle. Thank you, and Miss Unko will be the next reporter.
Hi everyone, my name is Mihaina Ionko. I am assigned in Sport Management T5 of Standards. So, ano nga ba yung standards ni manager, diba? Sa sport. So, the manager of the sport, they has a responsibility beyond the factories. They are required to follow certain standards and guidelines to ensure proper leadership and influencer. There is a guidelines of standards that the manager followed by promoting the safety and health of athletes, issuing public statement in an objective and truthful manner, respecting their privacy of athletes and clients, and treating colleges with respect and courtesy. So that means the management are responsible the needs of the athletes. So this is the standards of the sport management that they should do. So that's all. Thank you.
So I am Arcel Isalindo discussing to you the sports management tip 6 team. So this is all about choosing a team, choosing a good and right team so that you will have a successful work, no, to enhance the overall performance for your organization. So the 3 R's of sports management are recruit the right people, retain the right people, and remove the wrong people. So in choosing or managing the right team, you must recruit the right people. Those people who ensures that he or she will grow with you. Those people who are hardworking, who were perseverance to their work. So get the right people who will surely contribute for the overall success in the organization. I-recruit ng mga tao nga makita nimo nga na sila hard work, na sila perseverance, na sila committed sila sa ilahang work. So, second, retain the right people, which means keeping those people whom you can trust. Retain, i-keep nimo sa inyong organization tong mga tao nga makita nimo nga trustworthy sila, makita nimo nga dedicated sila, committed sila to do their work para po kanang ma-achieve ang inyong gi-shared nga goals. So, retain them. Next is remove the wrong people. So, removing means ilain, no? Or getting rid of those people who never shows that they are deserving, no? Wala nagpakita nga persevere sila sa ilahang trabaho, hardworking sila sa ilahang assigned nga mga task, no? So remove the wrong people kay murag wala lang sila gamit, remove them para mas maraghanay kaayo. Remove the wrong people katong mga tao nga walay perseverance sa ilang trabaho, dili hardworking, makita nimo dili sila trustworthy. Those are the wrong people on your team. So your people are your strength. So find and fire. You need to find the right people, and you need also to fire those katong mga wrong people. Because nangita man ka og good team, nangita man ka right team. So in choosing the good and the right team, so find the right people and fire or remove the wrong people. In order to enhance the overall performance of the organization. You choose the good team, a team that works collaboratively, a team that has the spirit of perseverance, the spirit of hard working, nagkahiusay yun to do the work in order to achieve the specific shared goals. Next is sports management tip 7, the clarity. Clarity. So 90% of the problems in sporting organizations are caused by a lack of role clarity. Yes, it's true. That kasagara gid mga problema sa sporting organization tungod sa lack of role clarity. Walay klaro nga paghatag sa ila sa mga roles and responsibilities. There is no clarity of rules of sa work, which would create an effective working environment. Siyempre, wala yung effectiveness ang inyong inyong organization, ang work sa inyong organization. Tungod kay wala may clarity, di man klaro ang paghatag sa mga roles and responsibilities. Ang uban man libog naman, unsa da akong roles, unsa da akong gamit. So maka-feel na sila og wala mo ko'y labot sa team, no? So and every part of the team, every members of the team dapat na agi clarity sa ilahang roles and responsibilities. As a coach, mga rules in ani yung guide ka sa mga players, then sa mga players dapat na gid mo dapat ang naay teamwork na ang spirit of sportsmanship, dapat nagi good values, i-possess gid ang good values, good ethics in playing. So mo na siya, there is the clarity, there should be the clarity of roles and responsibilities in every members of the team, para dili po mo magka-stress, no? Dili ka ma-stress nga ikaw nalay nagbuhat sa tanang trabaho, ang uban wala. So dapat tagaan yun sila og nagkalain-lain nga roles and responsibilities. So kailangan must clarify rules, clarify responsibilities, clarify accountabilities, clarify reporting. Kung wala ang clarification sa reporting, magkalibog na. Dili gid mo lambo ang organization kung wala ang clarification sa every reporting, no? Clarify everything, no? In working as a team, you must clarify everything. Wala gyoy makulang, walay lacking. In managing a sports organization, you must be responsible, accountable, is willing to accept and listen to others. Also, every observation about your performance, no? Magpatudlo sad, able to listen, no? Sa mga corrections or kanang mga guide o mga advice ikan sa the leader of the organization. Empower every members of the team to feel that they are part of your team, and in working for a common goal by giving them a clarification of the rules, of the responsibilities in the organization.
Sports Management Tip 8. Break the cycle. Avoid the performance clock. Reject the commonly held belief that success in sporting organization comes in cycles. Without creativity and ability to create new ideas, new directions, and new and better ways of doing things, people believe that their current methods, beliefs, and ways of doing things will always be best practice and the benchmark in their sport. That's why the whole point of sports management is to create a sustainable, competitive, and successful performance environment. Sports Management Tip 9. Change. Continuous improvement is critical. Know what you need to improve and practice it. Last year's practices are not even likely to produce last year's result. You will go backwards. That's why if you didn't do well at last year's event, then it's your time to practice more and give more of what you can give to win the game. But sometimes people adopt a secret formula, which is the mentality of we know what it takes to win. Therefore, all we have to do is repeat what we did last year and we will keep winning. No! Everyone is improving. That's why huwag kayong magpakampante. Instead, keep learning and practicing and enhancing your performance. You need to be committed to continuous improvement and accelerated change. Everyone involved in sport is striving to improve. To improve, it demands a commitment to ongoing continuous improvement. Continuous improvement demands the capacity to honestly evaluate all aspects of your planning, preparation, and your performance. The acceleration of progress comes from embracing change and learning, and through commitment to turn learning into action.
Good day to everyone. I am Lovel Tuazon and will be continuing the last part of our report. Sports management tip number 10. Okay, so as we can see in the picture, we have here a dollar sign. So when we see a dollar sign, we often think about money or any things that related to financial. So yeah, that's right. So for sports management tip number 10, it's all about money or related to financial. The first one here is money, facilities, and resources are rarely the real limiting factor in sport. So limiting factors in sport, we cannot able or an organization cannot able to pursue a sports fest or any related to sports activities without these three: money, facilities, and resources. Money, of course, that is a great factor. That's why a sports activity organizations or athletes like that, they must to an organization must provide a money to sustain and provide the needs. And we have facilities. So to ensure the safetyness and a great environment while the athletes are playing, we need to have a facilities and resources. So when we say resources, those are the extra things, the major things that a sports must need in order for it to continue and in order for it to be done successfully. So we have a lot of resources in sports, like the equipments on it, the food, the things that the athletes needed, and the technical supports, the technical equipments, and a lot of things. And another one, people and organizations who think poorly with more money, a new gym, a bigger office, more resources, and etc. So just like what I've said earlier, if the organizations have money or more money, so there's a lot of opportunity for them to provide more equipments that they needed. Just like this, they can able to make a bigger office, or they can even make new buildings if they have enough money to sustain. Number 10 here is change yourself, change the way you think, change the organization, then chase the money. So in order for it to chase the money, it is not as easy as we think, like buying lollies in the store, just like that. It is not easy as like that. So changing should start within ourselves. The way how we think really affects our decisions, like your task and even your path in life. And if you think that there is no progress and something hasn't changing at all in terms of development of yourself or in work, then there is a problem within yourself that needs to be changed for good. Changing the way how you think isn't simple as, buying candies, but it takes effort also to gain knowledge. Like, for example, if you want to have a good mindset for balancing your work, your sporty life, your personal life, it is a great choice to read books, right? To read books about it and learn from intelligent authors that shares their words of wisdom. Knowledge from what you have read and from your past experience are enough way to have an idea on how you can make transitions from your past mindset and to your new one. If you believe that you already knew what better for yourself or what is better for yourself and the organizations, or if you have some company like that, then positive outcomes will follow, including the financial success, right? So it takes process and steps before you can make it. Sabi nga nila, dapat paghirapan mo muna kung anong gusto mong makuha, right? And if you want change, it should start within yourself, not your environment, not the people around you, but you as yourself, because you are the navigator of your own life. So that's all. And we have here another one for the last page. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championship. Yes, that's right. There's a lot of things that we need to remember about the significance of sports management. As a recap for our report, sports management helps to achieve economic performance. So if an an effective management certainly helps to produce quality sports goods and sports service for the potential buyers who are ready to pay throwaway prices. As a result of this, there is a great many economically oriented organizations that are competition to sell their products to the ultimate consumers, right? Another importance of it is like the productivity is the key factor in sports management. So in case we are considering a sports business enterprise, the productivity will be measured in terms of the profit it against. In the other hand, productivity of sports organization will be measured in terms of organization stability. And the effective athletic director, by applying the knowledge of sports management principles, can improve the productivity of the program, which we are measured in terms of how well the goals are met. And of course, sports management is the driving force that contributes to the progress and well-being of society. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening to our report and have a nice day ahead.